Day 2 of our review. You should have had your packet. We are on day 2. And even though I didn't say it yesterday in the instructions, you should have done day 1 in your FSA warm-up. It was on the checklist and it was on the directions page. So that's kind of what we're going to do. We're going to work through the review standards packet together, and then you'll do the warm-up each day that we work on for independent practice, okay? Because you need to get some independent practice too. I can't do all the work for you. Unless some of you want to go ahead and solve the problems and then watch the video to check, that is absolutely fine. Actually, I kind of prefer that. Today, you're going to have a discussion post. So we're going to mark it on our packet. You should be on day 2. And we'll just get right on started. Number 1, Becky is making a smoothie with 383 milliliters of yogurt. She mixes in 520 milliliters of juice. What is the total volume? So that is telling us to add yogurt, juice. What's the total amount? Remember, when you are adding, subtracting, or doing anything, make sure you write the problem down. Do not try to solve it in your head. Go ahead, work it out. Should be pretty easy. 903. Mark your paper right now. 2 is a discussion post. So we are not going to solve this now. I want you to solve it. I want you to practice writing your answer here and filling in the bubbles. And remember what I just said. Always write the problem vertically. You can do that right now, but do not solve it because I'm moving on. This is your discussion post. Okay, number 3. What addition equation can be used to check the answer for 587 minus 361 equals 226? You don't have to solve anything. It's asking the addition equation to check, which we have done before. When you're subtracting to check your answer, you just add these two together, right? And you should get 587. So if I go ahead and do that, I did get 587, so I have checked. So when you're subtracting, you add the last 2 numbers, and that should answer the first number. That's how you check. We've done it before. So your answer choice should have been A. Right? This one's a doozy. Select all. Box that stuff, guys, because I won't be there to do it for you. Select all the problems whose result is 300 when rounding to the nearest 100. So basically, I need to solve these problems. Okay. This one is, so I'm rounding to the nearest 100, so I have to solve them first. Well, if I know 107 minus 7, if I just take that 7 away, I'm left with 233 plus 100. Now I'm going to take 315. I'm going to add 170 and 170, and then I'll take 315 away. Okay. 170, 170 is 340. Okay. No. Okay, so let's just, sorry, I messed up a little bit there. Let's just work on the first one. So we're going to add those numbers, and I get 333. Okay. When I'm rounding to the 100, I look at the tens, and 1, 2, 3, 4 hit the floor. That stays the same to 300. Okay. Right here, I'm starting at 315, and I'm taking 170 away. And I get 5, go next door, get 10 more. 11 minus 7 is 4, 1 minus 2 minus 1 is, I get 145, but then I'm not done. Then if I have to add 170 back in, okay? So really, I didn't even have to solve it because the 170 and the 170 cancel each other out. And I land on 315. Rounding to the hundreds, I look at the tens. 1, 2, 3, 4, hit the floor. That's going to stay the same. Okay, 299. And I can do 151 plus 1 in my head, right? 1. I get 351. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, climb the vine. So that's going to 400 because we're looking for 300. What's the deal with all these problems? All right, 737 minus 437. That's easy. 0, 0, 3. And then minus 51. I'm running out of space here. Remember with the double 0. So you might need to get a sheet of notebook paper. You might need to pause me. Okay. All right, remember with the double 0, mark that out. And have it go 1 less, and then we make that the 10. Or to show you the long way, zero, can't take 1 away, go next door, get 10 more. 0, can't get 10 more, go next door, get 10 more. That turns into a 2, and that turns into 10. Now I can start again. 0, can't take 1 away, go next door, get 10 more. That's the longer way of just boxing it and turning it to 1 less down. Okay, still get the same answer. 249, 1, 2, 3, 4, that would stay at 200. So that's not right. Yeah, you definitely need to pause me and get a sheet of paper. I'm just going to solve it right up here. 356 plus 207. It's a long problem. 13, so I get 563. Now I have to take away 175. This is a long problem. Okay, here's my number 3. Can't take 5 away. Go next door, get 10 more. 13 minus 5 is 8. 5 minus 7, nope, 5 fingers, can't take 7 away. Go next door, get 10 more. 15 minus 7 is 8. 4 minus 1 is 3. Look at my 10s. Oh, 8. So that would round up to 400. So that's a no-go. Some problems take a long time and some of them are super quick, like the top one. It's the way it goes. Number 5, Maria looked at her watch when it was time to leave for school. What time did it show? Okay, my minute hand is almost to my hours. So it's not quite 9 o'clock yet because the minute hasn't reached it yet. So I know it's 8 something. So I can eliminate 2 answers. And I know this is 30 minutes, 35, 40, 45, 50, 51, 52, 8:52. Okay. All right. Moving on through, Terry wakes up for school at 5 minutes before 7 o'clock in the morning. What time does Terry wake up? Before. Well, what hour comes before 7? 6. So I know I can eliminate those. Now I've got these 2 to work on. Well, they're both 6:55. What's different? AM and PM. What's in the morning? AM. Very good. PM starts at 12 o'clock noon. And it turns to AM at midnight. So again, just you might not have even noticed the difference. Okay, you got to look at each problem with careful detective eyes. Number 7 is a DP. Do not try to solve it now, but it is a discussion post. Mark it, discussion post. It's also on the checklist. It's also on the directions page. A chevron, that's this shape here, can be divided into 4 equal rhombuses as seen below. If each rhombus is then divided into 2 equal triangles, what fraction would represent the whole? So what do we have to do? Divide each little rhombus into 2 triangles. So if you can visualize, there's 2 triangles. And if I got this guy here, 2 triangles. This one, 2 triangles. And my last one, 2 triangles. Okay. So now each one whole rhombus is 2 triangles. The question says, what fraction would represent the whole? What is the whole fraction now? Remember, whole, we would shade the whole thing in. So if I shaded the whole thing in, what would the fraction be? It would be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 8 pieces shaded out of 8 altogether. Terry has a sandwich in the shape of a trapezoid as seen below. They forgot to type the question. The question is, how many equal triangles would this trapezoid make? Equal triangles. Think you know? 1, 2, 3. Okay. And last one with me, and then you have got your discussion post, and then you have your independent practice math warm-up page. Nina has a circular pizza. Guys, draw the stuff out. She makes 3 cuts from edge to edge. The cuts divide the pieces into equal sizes. What fraction of the pizza is each piece, not the total? So what do? We are going to draw it out. It says she makes 3 cuts from edge to edge to the middle. 1, 2, 3. The cuts divide the pieces into equal sizes. Pretty close. What fraction of the pizza is each piece? What is its unit fraction? 1/6. Okay. Sometimes you just have to draw the math problems out, just like the division ones. Okay, your job now is to complete number 2 and number 7 as your discussion post. Go back into Schoology and type in your answer. Okay. After you complete that, you are going to get your math FSA warm-up packet. We just did day 2. You complete day 2 for your independent work and get it checked. It is only 1, 2, 3 extra problems, okay? But you do need to have some independent work, and this is what we're going to do every day. All righty? Loving the math, loving the review. Don't forget your post and get your independent work checked.